So I've got an update here about my 50 miler 2 days ago. Man, I announced that I wanted to do 50 miles back in October 5th, I believe. It was about a 16-week training program. And I just, as soon as I was in the middle of the training, I thought to myself, why am I going to be running this in January when that's technically one of the coldest months of the year? Um, just everything just seemed like I didn't know what was going to happen. I never ran 50 miles before, but I wanted to experience to see what it was like. I've run several marathons previously before that, about four marathons before that, and it was on. I was gonna do January 25th, but the rain, it was pouring so hard, I decided to wait it out for the next day, and luckily the next day was very humid. Well, it was a little humid, but it was good weather. It was not rainy, not too cold, a little airy. But where I was running around a soccer field, Berea College, behind the alumni fields there, and it's about a mile around. And long story short, I ran 24 miles around there, 24 miles of 50, and it was so muddy. It was like a Tough Mudder. Every lap I was running through deep mud and just puddles, slipping and sliding all over the place, running through a thorn bush trying to avoid the puddles. It was rough. At around mile 24, I was like, how the heck am I going to be running 26 more miles? And I kept asking myself questions like, why am I doing this? And I always thought I wanted to set a goal for myself. I wasn't trying to prove anyone else what I could do. I wanted to show myself what was possible and what was amazing to perceive for myself. And then others can see that as a byproduct. And when I looked at the 26 miles left, I had jelly legs. My legs felt like bricks, and I was just like, I don't know how I'm gonna run this. I was out of it for a while. I just felt like how could I do this? How is that possible? And in the Bible, or probably in the Bible, for example, something about a man, or it's like, from the human perspective, we don't know how something's going to happen. But when we trust that inner knowing, that inner conversation with ourselves, and we have conversations with ourselves consistently, in the dark, especially in the darkest of times, like I did, like during that time between around mile 24, 25. That's when I was trying to have deep conversations with myself. And around mile 32, well, no, I took another break, a little break at mile 32. Then I noticed I was starting to feel like I was starting to click just a little bit from there. And I kept going. I kept trusting that inner knowing. Around mile 38, that's when things started to click. And then I started running as if it was habitual. My subconscious finally received the message that I'm going to do what I was set out to do. Yeah, a lot of support. People cheer me on, just maybe through social media or just energy, I guess. Just that intuitive feeling. And I was struggling again around mile 45. It felt like it was just like I was just ready to be finished there. I had 5 miles to go, and I was just like, man, I'm so close. It just feels like this. I mean, you're at 45 miles, Raymond. That's what I was saying to myself. And I was like, I can make it to 50. I'm set out to what I said I was going to do. And around mile 48, I had a hill. And I mixed it with the field and roads too, just to kind of mix up the scenery and all that. And likewise, around mile 48, that's when I had like a hill. I had a hill that was getting ready to finish the 50 miler. My brother Force came out of nowhere and just supported me, just driving beside me around mile 48 to 49. And I was talking full sentences to him, and it was really exciting to see him being there, witnessing me near the 50th mile. And at the 50th mile, people at Popolino's, some people I've worked with, they had a caution, like one of those caution tapes as my finish line tape to just bust through. And I finished that thing in about 8 hours and 28 minutes with moving time. Like I said, I took breaks in between. Man, well, that was probably one of the toughest things I've ever done. Did not expect all that heavy mud and puddles and all that. And all these things, but yeah, it was one of the greatest things I look back on, and even to this day, I feel great. I mean, yeah, I'm a little sore. I mean, I feel like I'm recovering really quickly. Just stretching, and then just inner conversations with myself that I'm so powerful. And I believe that's one of the things that's missing, that the majority of people don't realize. That our inner conversations with ourselves is our true power. That can be externalized, that others can witness. I don't know how to explain that to you, but I know there's that power, that inner power, that can be externalized, that we can all utilize by trusting. If you come to that point where you feel like you want to quit, whether it's something like, if you feel like, and I'm not talking about physical sports or anything like that, whether it's business or relationships or if you're just trying to manifest something, if you feel like you're at the cusp of like it's not getting anywhere, things seem to be going sideways, just realize at that point where you seem like you just want to give up there, that's the barrier. Think of that as a barrier point, that you're on the cusp of something extremely outstanding. Because that cusp point is the point where you're embracing your fear. You're facing your fear, and you're busting it through that sucker. Face in the eye, realize that you're the creator of your objective reality. That we are all entangled. That you can create the life that you desire through persistence and the right mind and the mindset of I'm a powerful being. You have that power within you. Don't give up on yourself. Realize that you're worthy to live in this life, to show people your true authenticity. Bless you all.